critics of Kendall Jenner are outraged about her $1 million salary, claiming she contributes almost nothing. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and updates. Kendall Jenner has once again found herself at the center of controversy, as critics online are questioning her modeling abilities and the amount of money she makes from her career. Despite being one of the highest-paid models in the world for years, according to Forbes, her performances on the runway continue to divide opinion, with some fans openly doubting if she deserves the fame and salary that come with her work. The debate reignited recently after she walked in the Schiaparelli Spring 2025 Haute Couture show during Paris Fashion Week, where her look and performance drew a wave of both praise and criticism. During the show, Kendall stepped onto the runway wearing a striking corseted dress designed with sculpted hips that created a dramatic hourglass effect. The piece was part of Schiaparelli's vision of blending artistic shapes with modern couture. To complement the bold silhouette of the dress, Kendall kept her hair in a sleek, tight bun and wore very natural makeup, allowing the gown itself to remain the focal point of the moment. At first glance, the images and videos from the event highlighted her figure and presence, but when she shared the video of her walk on Instagram, social media immediately lit up with harsh commentary. On X, formerly known as Twitter, some users began mocking her runway style. One person wrote that they could not believe someone with so little presence was one of the highest-paid models on Earth, adding that her lack of expression or energy made her boring to watch. Another person joined in, sarcastically writing that they loved how she gave absolutely nothing and joking that her emptiness was somehow her brand. A third viewer complained that she looked disengaged, as though she was walking without any passion. Someone else added that her facial expression has remained exactly the same for the past decade, never changing or showing variety. There were also people who, while admitting she was beautiful, argued that her salary and status as the top-earning supermodel did not match her talent, claiming her features and delivery were not remarkable enough to justify the title. These opinions are not new for Kendall, who has faced similar backlash throughout her career. Ever since she entered the modeling world, people have questioned whether she truly earned her place or whether her famous last name gave her opportunities that other models work years for without achieving. Her association with the Kardashian-Jenner empire has always been a double-edged sword. On one hand, it gave her access to connections, visibility, and platforms that accelerated her career. On the other hand, it made her a constant target for accusations of nepotism, with critics saying she benefits more from fame than skill. Even among fashion fans, her runway style continues to divide. There are those who think her quiet, minimalist energy fits perfectly with certain designers who want models to be like living mannequins, focusing all attention on the clothes instead of the person. But others believe the runway is about more than just walking straight. They argue that charisma, emotion, and the ability to embody the spirit of the design are what separate good models from iconic ones. In their eyes, Kendall rarely brings that extra spark, which is why her performances often feel flat compared to supermodels of the past who commanded the stage with powerful presence. One person online tried to summarize this debate by saying that Kendall's celebrity energy is stronger than her modeling energy. By that, they meant she is more convincing as a public figure, influencer, and businesswoman than as a high-fashion runway model. They did not say this was necessarily a bad thing, but they did suggest it makes her a less than perfect fit for couture shows where intense artistry and drama are expected. This observation resonated with many people who feel Kendall's fame and lifestyle often overshadow her actual craft. Still, despite the wave of criticism, Kendall remains one of the most booked and bankable models in the world. Designers know that hiring her guarantees massive attention from media outlets, paparazzi, and millions of fans online. Every time she posts a picture or walks a runway, it becomes a trending topic, bringing publicity to the fashion houses she works with. In that sense, even her critics end up fueling her career, since the constant conversation about her modeling keeps her in the spotlight. Fashion, after all, is not only about talent, it is also about influence, visibility, and cultural impact. And on those fronts, Kendall undeniably delivers. What is also interesting is that Kendall herself has spoken in the past about the pressure of being in her position. She has admitted that the criticisms affect her and that she sometimes feels misunderstood. In interviews, she has tried to explain that her style is intentionally subtle, that she prefers clean and calm energy on the runway instead of overly dramatic performances. For her, the priority is to highlight the designs rather than herself, but the public often interprets this as boredom or lack of effort. This clash between her vision and the audience's expectations has created a cycle where no matter what she does, someone will accuse her of either doing too little or relying too much on her fame. Another part of the conversation around Kendall's success is the issue of privilege in the fashion industry. Many aspiring models come from ordinary backgrounds and spend years working small gigs, building portfolios, and enduring rejections before landing big opportunities. For Kendall, the door was open much earlier because of her family name and global recognition. While this does not erase the hard work she has put into her career, it creates resentment among those who feel the industry favors celebrity connections over raw talent. The comments on her Paris Fashion Week walk reflect this frustration, with some people expressing anger that someone they view as average can reach the top, while many others with more intensity or uniqueness remain unseen. At the same time, her supporters point out that staying at the top of modeling is not easy, even for someone with connections. They argue that Kendall has managed to remain relevant for years in an industry that is constantly changing. Being consistently booked by high fashion houses like Schiaparelli, Balmain, Givenchy, and Versace shows that designers see value in her. They would not keep inviting her back if she did not bring something important to their shows. To her fans, the criticism is just noise, and they believe Kendall has proven herself enough times to deserve her place. This clash between fans and critics shows the unique position Kendall occupies in pop culture. She is not just a model, she is a figure who represents the intersection of fashion, celebrity, and reality television. Her every move is magnified, and her every appearance is dissected in ways other models do not experience. For some people, she will always be the Kardashian Jenner who became a model because of her name, while for others, she is a professional who has carved her own path despite the noise around her. What makes this conversation particularly viral is how easily people feel connected to it. Almost everyone has an opinion about fairness, privilege, and effort. Seeing someone like Kendall, who is already wealthy and famous, being rewarded with the highest salary in modeling naturally sparks strong feelings. It becomes more than just about fashion. It turns into a discussion about society, success, and what people think is deserved. That is why a simple video of her walking in Paris could trigger thousands of comments, memes, and debates across social media platforms. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.